Hey YouTubers, it's Forensikchic or Tammy. I'm coming to you with my week 9 and 10 updates. I did an update last week because I didn't get a chance over the weekend. So sorry about that, and I'll try to do better to do it every week. But anyway, I was on week 8, my last video, I was 199.9. I had just hit Wonderland. So in week 9, I lost about 2 pounds, just a little less than 2 pounds, but I was 197 even. And then this week, week 10, I only lost like a half a pound. So I'm 196.4 right now. Um, my starting weight was 234, and the day of surgery I was 225. So I've lost 38 and a half pounds, give or take, something like that. So that's pretty good for 10 weeks. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm working toward my Halloween goal, which I only have 2 more weeks, and I have 6.5 pounds to meet that personal goal. But I think I've hit sort of a stall. Like for the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've lost 2 pounds or 1 pound. It's been kind of slowing down now. And this half a pound had me scared because I didn't drop that until like Sunday. So, and it been yesterday, today's Tuesday. So yesterday and today I've stayed at that same 196.4. So I'm hoping that it's going to pick back up again. But I've developed plantar fasciitis in my left foot, and it turns out I've had that for a while. I just didn't know. I thought it was because of my weight that my feet hurt when I got out of the bed in the morning. But then I wore some different shoes, and it really messed up my foot. So I had to start taking steroids over the weekend. I started taking prednisone, but it hasn't made me really hungry. And I got diagnosed 2 weeks ago, but I didn't take the medicine the first week. I decided I wasn't going to take it because it might make me gain weight. But then it got to the point where I was hobbling around everywhere. I couldn't do my exercise. I couldn't really walk well. And I thought maybe I should listen to the doctor, take the medicine. It was a low dose, and just wing it. For 2 weeks it might make me a little hungry, but I figured I was strong enough to overcome that. So I started taking it this past Friday, and it's been 4 days, and my foot is much better. And I don't think it has to do with only losing a half a pound because I didn't lose a half a pound for the whole 7 days, and I've only been taking the steroids for a couple. So anyway, that's the story on that. I hate protein shakes, and I've talked about that before. I never could find one I could stomach. But I finally found one that I sort of actually drank the whole thing this morning. So fingers crossed I can keep that up to keep my protein up some because I'm scared I'm getting close to 3 months. Because November 8th will be my third month, and that's only in a couple of weeks. So I'm thinking my hair is going to start falling out soon, and I want to get as much protein as I can to try to head that off so that I don't lose very much because I have very thin hair already. So I can't afford to lose very much. Um, Anyway, it was the Body Fortress Vanilla protein powder that you get at Walmart. I just decided since it was kind of cheap compared to the other ones, I would just try it. I was really buying it to put it in different recipes. Like I was going to try to make some protein bars and some different things that maybe if I made them homemade and just added the protein, it'd be good. Well, none of my little experiments turned out. I had to throw away a lot of food that it was not even edible, not even for a pet. I mean, that's a dog would need it. So I was like, okay, this is not going to work out for me. But I thought, well, maybe I'll try to make a shake. So I put a scoop in with 4 ounces of milk and 4 ounces of water and mix that up. And I have to have things thin because, like I think I've said before, my sleeve doesn't like thick things. It doesn't like pudding and jello. I don't know. It just doesn't like that. I mean, I don't throw up, but it doesn't make me feel good, and they don't feel good going down, and I just don't like them. So I want it thin and I want it drinkable. So I put just a smidge of sugar-free pudding mix in there, butterscotch, just to flavor it a little bit, and a pack of Splenda because I wanted it a little sweeter than what it turned out. And that worked out fine. It was a little too sweet because my taste had changed, and now I don't like things as sweet as I used to. So, but it worked out fine, and it was only 1 cup, and I sipped it on the way to work, and by the time I got there, I had it all drank, and so I was real happy. I did the happy clap about that I got that down, and it was 30 grams of protein, 26 in the mix, and then 4 for the half a cup of milk. So, just wanted to tell you guys about that because it's relatively inexpensive. You get a big tub of it, and I think I can do a lot of different things with it. I think it's going to work out pretty good for me. as far as that goes. And I may not do it every day, but occasionally at least I can stomach it, and it's okay. Let's see what else is going on. Um, I haven't been doing as much exercise. I started step aerobics a couple weeks ago, but then the plantar fasciitis kind of kicked in, and I didn't go last week because there's a lot going on. I'm in my master's program, so I study a lot and do a lot of other things. And I did some volunteering at a 5K and a half marathon the weekend before that. And this coming weekend, I'm going to be the mascot at another charity event. So I'm kind of spread a little thin with all the stuff I try to do in a day. But anyways, that's how it's going with me. Hoping that this is just a little bit of a stall or a little slow week, and that next, by the end of the week or whatever, I will have dropped some more. But I did get some NSCs. I did want to talk about that. I'm wearing this black sweater. You probably can't even tell. But I haven't worn this thing in probably 4 years because it was too tight in my arms and I just didn't like the way it fit. And it finally fit good, and my size 16 jeans are getting baggy, and so that's thrilling me to death because I just got into those a couple of weeks ago. And I took the advice of someone else who made a YouTube video about how they didn't go through their clothes and they missed a bunch of sizes. Like they had, lots of nice clothes in a certain size, and they skipped the whole size in a few weeks. And they were saying you need to go through your clothes every 2 or 3 weeks and try things on again because you can wear them. So I did that, and so soon I hope to be moving into 14 and getting back down to a reasonable weight. I can't wait, and I'm hoping that I'm not going to be too slow a loser. But I sort of expected that I would slow down pretty soon, and I just mentally wanted to be prepared for it to be a slower loss. But I don't want my skin to hang, and also I'm okay with that. But right now I'm only eating probably between 500 and 600 calories a day still, just because I can't eat very much more than that. And I still have trouble getting my water in, even though I do try. I do good to get a 20-ounce bottle of water drank a day, and I try to get more than that, but I'm just ecstatic if I can get that in. So I know that I'm running a risk with that, but it's just like I don't know. It's such a chore for me to get water in it because I can't chug it, and I was always a chugger. I don't like sipping, but I'm muddling through it. I'm figuring out how to live with my sleep and what works best for me, and I'm getting a lot more protein in. So, I'm trying to fix one problem at a time. So, anyway, that's pretty much my story for weeks 9 and 10, and I'm going to come back next week and do week 11, I promise. So, I hope you guys all have a good week, and I thank all my new subscribers, and I'll see you next week.